Welcome to Vlogmas, Day 7, Pearl Harbor Day. So, after the hoopla of my birthday is all over, I am trying to get back on track. Because everything's a mess. Everything's a mess. Today's going to be a day of organization. So, first thing I have to do is get dressed and dry my hair. But the good news is I got both dogs fed. Zuzu ate and she took her pill. So I feel good about that. I have to dry my hair and get dressed. I dug up a bunch of clothes that were in the dryer since Sunday because I needed something to wear. As I'm going out to lunch today with my friends, it's our holiday luncheon, birthday, Christmas kind of celebration. Two of us have birthdays in December. So we go to lunch. It used to be dinner, but now that we're all retired, we go to lunch, and yes, they want to be at the 11:30 a.m. special. I want to call it the senior citizen special. No, it's the early bird special for lunch. So we're going to do that. And so I'm just putting away these clothes from the dryer and finding something to wear, drying my hair. And I got to be there for 11:30, and it is now 10:20. So I really wasted away this morning. But I got some good ideas on YouTube for my Christmas cards for this year, which I have to get on because today's already the 7th. I want to get them in the mail by the weekend. Ha! I always have these big expectations. We'll see what happens. I'll talk to you later. Hi. It's still Tuesday, the 7th. I'm back from our luncheon, which was very nice. The food was very good. We probably all ate I didn't eat too much because I only ate I ordered the lasagna and I only ate a third of it and took the rest home, but I ate the entire tiramisu for dessert. They had this deal at this restaurant, $15 for lunch, and they had salad, or the first entree, second entree, third entree. That's how so it was super salad, a number of different, probably 15, 18 different types of meals you could get, from like baked Atlantic cod. There was lasagna, there was all sorts of stuff. I can't remember everything. And then you could get cheesecake, key lime pie, or tiramisu. So for dessert, this is the important part. For dessert, Christine and I got tiramisu, and Joyce got the key lime pie. And I'm looking at it. Didn't look like lime to me. It was topped with blueberries. And she's eating it. She says, "This is delicious." I said, "Well, that's great." She goes, "It's so dense. It's so dense." I said, "What's that on top?" She says, "Blueberries." I said, "Are you eating cheesecake?" She said, "No, I ordered key lime pie." I go, "That's not key." Well, anyway, we still don't know if that's what she got or not. But lunch was great, and then I went down to Apple Valley Mall. Is that what they call it? No, well, I went beyond that to the Michael's Plaza because I have to start getting ideas, figure out what I'm doing for a Christmas card. But I didn't even buy anything there because I was uninspired. And then I went to Walmart and bought things like milk, and oh, here comes Dennis. Well, anyway, what's up? I'm recording, don't swear. Okay. So anyway, I'm back. I just put on some soup. Well, what I did was I bought some chicken breast and chicken thighs and boiled them. I've decided I should eat boiled chicken instead of roasted chicken. It's even less fat. And then this was the stock, so I put some carrots and celery and onions in it and a couple of bow tie macaroni. So soon there will be soup. It's a small pan. I am so used to making these humongous batches of soup and then giving some to my daughter and to my son, and then we always have too much. So what I'm going to do is just put this to low now and let it cook a little more. Actually, I'm going to just turn it off because it boiled. Stuff like that will cook. It'll cook in the like for 15 or 20 minutes and see what happens with that. I've got an idea for a Christmas card, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get my knitting. I'm going to go get my knitting and come back and show you what things I have on my needles and how close I am to finishing. See you soon. Hi. thought I told you I'd come back with my knitting. I'm back with my knitting. It's later in the day. It's almost 7 p.m. So, I basically only have 3 things to show you. Let's start with the one I haven't worked on for a long time. This is a wall hanging. I think that's what they call it. It's called Illusion Knitting, and it is a picture of the Beatles. Here it is. The Beatles. And it's a wall hanging. And it measures, it's not large. It measures like, I think, 22 inches wide and 28 inches high. And it's just black and white. I'm using a black and an off-white. And I have nothing done on it. I got this stuff in the summer because I saw, I thought if I started in the summer, I'd finish. And it shouldn't take that long. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna work, because I want to give it to I was gonna give it to my son for his birthday, which was in September. Nancy from Espresso Knitters is the one who told me about this pattern, and I said, oh, it's not that big. I ought to be able to do it. So here I'm using, it's a sport weight is what I'm using. Superwash Sport, it must be Cascade. Yeah, it's a Cascade. I can't see the 3 bags full label is on it, and I can't see, but it's a Superwash Sport yarn. 220. It's Cascade 220. That's what it is. And you need this many. You need 4 skeins? I have 4 skeins. What the heck am I knitting from? Or maybe I need 5 skeins because one's wound. Oh no, I can't need that much. Well, it's been so long since I've worked on it. Here it is. I'm using Knit Companion to work on it because it grafts out the design, because all this is I believe it's slip stitches, if I can remember. But as you can see, here's the beginning of it. It was just basically knitting and purling, except I don't know if this is the side that shows the design or if this is going to be the side that shows the design, because this side is, I think I've started, here's something right there. See, there's some sort of a, right there, there's something, different stitches that might be showing through the Beatles. Okay, so here's the width. And the length is only about that long, so how long can it take me to knit it, right? Time will tell. I don't know why I got disinterested in it. You know what? I must have I must have gotten 6 skeins. Well, let's look and see what it says. 3 and 3? Approximately 310 yards of each color. Extra is required for border. 310 yards of each color, and 1 skein is, I'll bet it's 100 yards. $136 yards. So you know what? I probably could have done it. 160, 200. No, but anyway, yeah. So I got 6 skeins of Cascade, but this is very economical yarn. Okay, what bag was this in? This one. This was actually a cross-stitch bag from Lori Holt. I got it on Fat Quarter Shop. Oh, look at it, I don't have to remember, it's right there, Fat Quarter Shop. But what this was, oh no. Just ignore that phone. Sorry about that. Money for nothing. Who's that one? Oh, it's my husband. He must be at the supermarket wanting me. Hang on a second. I'll have to answer him. Okay, sorry about that. He's at the supermarket. I went to the supermarket today and told him what I bought, and he's at the supermarket because we kind of had similar lists for what we needed, and he was unsure about one item. Okay, so Fat Quarter Shop. This bag was like a backpack bag, and it was on sale, and it was really cheap, so I decided to buy it because I thought I could transform it into just a drawstring bag, which I did, because I like to take advantage of things that are bargains. So it worked out because I transformed it into just a bag that's a drawstring. It's got a zipper in front, and it's a hefty size. I mean, it would fit, it would be a good sweater bag. But I've got this Beatles thing in it because it was the closest bag I grabbed. Okay, so that's my one thing that I would like to finish for Christmas. I'm going to try to. I'll let you know how that goes. The other thing I have is a sweater, a summer sweater that I bought the yarn for in June. June? Yeah, I think it was June 12th. Knit in Worldwide Knit in Public Day, because we went to the opening of the Skein Yarn Shop in East Greenwich, and we're outside knitting, and we were doing the Derecho sweaters out of the Barocco Remix Light. So I made my sweater, that's finished, the blue one, and that day when I was, because I bought this at Skein, I bought 3 of these so that I could make, we saw a woman with this other sweater, although some of the girls in our group had already made this or started it. I've got the petite knit pattern for the Anchor's summer shirt, which is a really cute pattern. You can see that. And it looks kind of cool because you see all these rows of kind of like a ribbing on the top, which looks nice in the pattern. But then when you're working on it, forget about it. Like, I never thought it would end. But, so I have that done, and I don't know. No, I've got the sleeves on waist yarn, so that means I still have to work on the sleeves, but it's just a short sleeve. It's like almost like a t-shirt sleeve, I guess. And here's the length. I don't know if I'm almost at the end, but it's one of those where I decided to stop. For some reason, I think I just wasn't knitting anything. It's not because I wanted to start another project. It's just because my mojo was not quite up to par, I suppose. But this will be a cute sweater, and this remix is nice because I made the Derecho in it, and I think I've shown that on a previous knitting vlog. So this one won't get finished probably till in the new year because it's a summer thing, so I don't need to finish it. I'll finish it during the winter. Now, put the instructions back in that bag. I love this bag. This is my knitting bag. This is the latest. No, I think I made one bag after this, but it incorporates a little bit of machine embroidery. Love to knit. And it's a handled bag, and it's just so cute. It doesn't, no, I didn't put any pockets in it, but I could. I just didn't do it. I just made it this way. It was a pattern by, I'm not going to remember her name. She's British. Begins, I think, with a C. I can't remember. No, it's an L. Lizzie. She goes by Lizzie. Something with Lizzie. You can find her on the internet. And it's a real good size bag, and I like being able to grab it like this. And it stands nicely, like it stands on the couch when you're knitting. Okay. The last thing I'm going to show you, I'm going to be short and sweet tonight. Oh, I wanted to show you something else. It's not that it was, I don't think I found it. I was looking and looking for my barber cord so that I could open up my shawl. I'm working on the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along shawlography, and I'm on the last step, and I wanted, let me at least show it to you. I'm on the last step. That's the wrong side. Here's the right side. I'm on the last step. But I can't really open this thing up the way I should because I think I have it on, 32-inch needles. Right now there's no yarn connected because I'm at the final clue. Oh, come on. I'm at the final clue, which is this. This is the border. This is going along. Well, if you can imagine, this is a crescent shape. If you can imagine, well, that's the wrong side. Here's the right side. If you can imagine it as anything, because it's all scrunched together. Let me see if I can, what if I do this? And that's upside down. Oh, where's that cord? Hang on a second. I don't remember if I found it or not. I'll be right back. Whoa, what happened? Okay, I'm back. Sorry for all the interruptions. I couldn't find the bobber cord. Actually, I've been straightening up and cleaning up and organizing, but what's happened is I'm putting things in new places, which I really shouldn't do because it doesn't help. Then I can't find anything. Well, anyway, when I went back in my search for the bobber cord, I found something I wanted to follow up on. Ta-da! It is my lemon drizzle cake. Here it is. This is what I have left. Well, that's because my husband doesn't like it, and I cut it up. The kids loved it, so I gave most of it half to my daughter and the rest of the half to my son, and I kept this for me to try. I've tasted it last night too. It's very good, but I don't know if it had risen enough because it's got some funny. There's some air pockets in there that I don't know what Paul Hollywood would talk about or say about my cake. It doesn't taste like it's wrong. It doesn't. Sometimes I have cooked things that just seem too. I think the British call it squidgy. No, stodgy. Too stodgy. It doesn't taste stodgy. Like I know what that is. And I was a little nervous about that topping because they have you use granulated sugar and lemon juice, and that's it. Granted, it's a whole cup of sugar, but I guess the idea is that it can you hear it? It crunches. It's got a crunchy top. That's okay, but I think if I made it again, here I go, changing the recipe. I never make anything the same way twice. If I make it again, I am going to use confectionery sugar and lemon juice and see if that will, and make it very liquidy and just let it glaze, come down and get hard, because this one's crunchy and it really tastes like you're eating a lot of sugar. Although my daughter-in-law said this is delicious and she liked it. She thought the topping was good. So the cake was a success with the kids. My husband didn't even want to look at it. He wouldn't even eat the other. I had a substitute cake there for him, but he didn't want any because I made lemon. Anyway, all right, back to Stephen West Shawl. It's called Shawlography, and if you want to see them all, if you go hashtag MCAL Shawlography, or just look under Shawlography. Everybody's made them. Everybody's finished because it started the week before. It started the Friday before Rhinebeck, and I didn't go to Rhinebeck this year. So when Rhinebeck started, I decided on the day that the second clue was coming out that I'm gonna do the shawl so that I have something at least knitting to do. And it's in 4 clues, and it will look nice when it's all blocked. It's just a lot of colors, a lot of different techniques that I hadn't done before. There's some and these were called wedges, and then there's bobbles, and then there's then this goes off into like a triangular pattern on the side, and then this section here was supposed to be just hard when it's on the needles. This section is what he calls eyelets, and when it's blocked, it'll probably show to be eyelets. But that was a choice section. You could have done brioche. And I said, I might as well try the brioche. And you know, I kind of liked it. I was going along pretty well. And when so the brioche section would be the same size as this. So what is that, 3 or 4 inches, right? So I'd get about, let's say it's 4 inches. I'd get to about 3 inches and it'd be looking good and I'd get all excited. But then I must have got too confident and just started knitting and thinking about other things. Like I was probably thinking, oh, I can do brioche now. I can do brioche now. And then I looked, uh-oh, I made a mistake. And then I go back and try to fix it, and I can't repair the brioche because I haven't done it enough to know the structure. I mean, I got the idea of how it looks a different color. It's 2-color brioche. It looks a different color on each side, and if you look at one side and just do the knits up, you think you fix it, then you look in the back and, oh, well, those have to knit. In the opposite side, the opposite column. And every time I try, so then I'd try to fix it, I'd spend hours, try to fix it, and then I'd say, oh, what the heck, I really want to be able to do this. So I'd take it all out and I'd start again. And it's something like 415 stitches to start over again. And in the beginning, there's 2 rows that are there's just a lot of stitches to get right. And so then I did it for the second time. And the second time, I went just as far, maybe a row or 2 more, and then no good. Okay, long story short, if it's not too late, I did it 3 times, and then it was 3 strikes, you're out. I quit. I pulled it all out for the final time, and I said, I'm doing the eyelet. And when I did the eyelet, it took like a day or 2. I was done. I had been weeks on the brioche trying to get it. I think if I do a small project of brioche, even if I did like just a panel, maybe like, I don't know, 100 stitches and just keep going on it, just to try it, just to practice it, because I think that's what you have to do. You have to practice it. Just like knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, or, you know, and then when you see a mistake in your work, you know what it is because you're used to looking at your work and you can read your stitches. So that's what I'm going to do. So since then, I finished the eyelet section, and then there was this cool section of, I don't know what he called them, but they crisscross. These crisscross, these stitches. It's a series of 8, and 4 cross over the other 4. Then after that's done, there's only one thing left, and what it is, and this is the bottom, it goes this way, it's going to be striped. That's what the bottom, it's going to be perpendicular stripes, the 5 colors that you'd chosen. So he lets you go in any order you want to at the end, but oh, what did he say? He said to use your 4 colors and then put your pop 1, 2 as number 5. So that would be this way. So I used that burgundy color as my pop because he said you should start with the pop, and I did. So burgundy was up there, so I did that. So I finished one set of the rows. I started with the off-white, and it's going along. But these simple because you're doing it this way, but it's really standing up straight up this way when it's done, and it's just 14 rows. Each color is 14 rows, and it's only, I never counted the stitches, 3, 6, 9, 12, 18, 19. It's only about 30, maybe 30 something stitches. I don't know if he tells us how many stitches there are. Step 1, should be some number. Well, anyway, it's nothing. So you can do a color. Or mostly I've been doing maybe 2 colors a night. Maybe. So 2 rows of color. So there are, I'm saying it's a breeze like it's going to go quick. Well, it's, you do that because there are 49 more times. So that was, let's see, this stripe 1, 2, 3. You do 3 stripes, then stripe 4 is the stripe pattern repeat. So you've done 4, and then you do it 49 more times. So that's what? 4 more to 1, 50, 53. So there's 53 sets, there's 53 stripes going up and down along the bottom. So, but it's fun. This was fun. Now that I know what it looks like, I think I would even like to do it again, but pick colors I might like more, because I went to the shop and I bought what she had. Basically, it was 5 colors. Again, I used Cascade, and I had I don't know what they look. I don't know what they're picking up on the camera. Let's see. I have like a burgundy, an off-white, a rust, like a periwinkle blue, and a taupe. I don't know. Well, see, as I look at the camera here, it looks right to me. But those are the colors I used. You just need, I think you only need 1 skein of each color. I bought 2 because my skeins are small. So that's my knitting story. When I come back with the progress of my shawlography, I want to finish it soon. What the heck, it's only like 49 more colors. No, I probably only have 47 to go. But it's not that bad. Yeah, so, and the next time, if I'm not done, I'm going to find my bobber cord. It's just those little rubbery kind of synthetic, not real rubber, but, and it has a hole that's it's a channel, it's a tube, and the size of the tube's a little bit smaller than your knitting needles. So what you do is you just stick the tube onto your knitting needle, and you can, and it'll hold tight. It'll hold tight onto the knitting needle, and you can stretch your work out so you can see what it really looks like, and not on just, because I didn't even use, I think these are only 32, might be a 32-inch needle. So that's that. That's the knitting, and that was my cake. And I had a lot of fun making it after watching all those bakers make their cakes. So that's it for day 7 in Vlogmas. I'm kind of tired tonight. I did a lot of running around. I did some cooking, not much, just some soup. The dogs are fed. The dogs have been pilled, or Zuzu's been pilled. She's on the other end of the couch here sleeping. My husband's at the supermarket because he's running out of snacks. I try not to buy the snacks because then I know they're here and I'll eat them, and I'm trying not to eat the snack kind of foods. She says that she's got a piece of cake in front of her, but that was my cake from last night that I didn't eat yet. However, let me tell you one thing. I should have taken a picture of my plate when we went out to eat for lunch at a restaurant called Tavolo in Smithfield. It used to be Rhode Island reference. The restaurant used to be Fayel, which I think might have been Greek, and now I think it's Italian. But you could get any kind of food at either, I think. So anyway, they have a deal. We did the lunch deal. We got there. I'll tell you, it's Tuesday, and I can't believe how many people were in the restaurant. But it's nice inside. The way they have it set up, they have like what do you call them? Room dividers. Those yeah, and it's kind of like artsy looking, like paintings. And the tables are about 4 people wide, and they put separators between the tables, and they were trying today to let people sit in every other table, and there's a big space in the restaurant. I mean, I went in with my mask on. No one else was coming in with their mask on. And then after a little while, I took it off to eat, and then I left, and I had my mask on. But it felt comfortable. Anyway, the food was very good. They have a luncheon special where it's a $15 special. Your lunch is $15. if you do the special. And it's a salad or a soup, entree one, and then the next deal is the meal. And I had lasagna, but there was a number of different choices. And then the third thing was the dessert. And it was very nice. The food was very good. We had a really nice waitress. And that was that, but it was fun. But I think I'm tired because my social life is building. I've been in for so long that when I go out, and then I went to shop, and then I went to the supermarket, then I came back, then I cooked a little bit, and I was trying to straighten out everything was all over the place, and the dogs were crazy when I came back because my husband doesn't feed them when I'm not here. He says he doesn't know where the dog food is. So sometimes I have to make food ahead for them. Although I had fed them this morning, but only one of them ate. Molly didn't eat. So it's been kind of crazy. So I think that's why I'm chilling. I'm gonna chill out tonight. And knit. I don't think I'm going to do what I was going to. I had a plan. I wanted to start my Christmas cards. Well, not start them, but I have an idea for something I might want to make, and I thought I'd do a trial run of one and see if that's going to work out for a Christmas card. Because tick tock, time's flying, and these are the things I should get done earlier in the year. Don't I say it every year? I do. Do I do it? Never. I don't know, I guess I think I won't get in the Christmas spirit if I do it too early and just sit around and not rush around. Rush around seems to be like the hustle and bustle of the holidays. Well, how many times have I said goodbye already? I'll say goodbye for good now, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for coming to my Vlogmas on the 7th. See you on the 8th. Bye now.